Boosting Self-Esteem Guide Part 1. Chapter 1, Be Optimistic for Happier Life. A positive outlook for a positive life. Our outlook and attitude on life in general plays a huge part in how happy we are in life and how successful we become. Someone who thinks positively about everything will be more relaxed, calm and smile more than someone who is always looking on the bad side, who lets stress get to them and who constantly wear a frown. Not only does how you think and feel affect you, it also affects those around you. In short, our mood affects our day. Developing and keeping a positive outlook is essential if you wish to lead a positive and fulfilling life. There are many ways in which you can develop a more positive outlook and begin to change how you think and feel about many situations that you encounter in day-to-day living. Changing your attitude and not slipping back into negative thinking will take time, but eventually the new outlook will become second nature. The 5 main key points to remember when changing your outlook are: 1. Turn your way of thinking into positive thinking and practice on a daily basis thinking positively. You should set your mind on completing one task at a time and think only of a positive outcome and how good you will feel when you have completed the task. Never give in to doubt and let yourself believe that you have taken too much on and just keep going. 2. Don't let your conversations turn negative. When in a conversation, it is easy to let others discourage you, particularly if they have a negative outlook on life. Don't be tempted to fall back into your old ways. Turn negative talk into positive and look for the good in everything and any situation. 3. Look for the positive in those around you and point it out. This way you can encourage a positive attitude all around you. 4. Whatever you are doing in your day-to-day life, always look for the good in it. Although it might be a boring task which you usually hate doing and one which leaves you feeling negatively, try to find something about it that turns it into a more positive situation. 5. Never let yourself become distracted or hoodwinked into going back to negativity. It takes time to change the way you feel and think, and if you have been down on yourself and the world for a long time, then your new outlook will take a while to register and stay around. You will find over time that many areas of your life can be changed just by changing your outlook from a negative one to a more positive. You will find that your self-esteem improves, you become more popular, you feel happier and are more confident than before, you are able to tackle the tasks you once hated without them causing you stress and anxiety, and your relationships improve. These are just a few of the areas where you can self-improve and gain a more positive outlook and thus lead a more positive life. Know your self-worth. Realizing your self-worth has nothing to do with checking your bank balance. It is about you, the person you are in life. We give others respect, love and consideration, but how often do we give ourselves what is due? How you value yourself is based on the self-esteem you have. Your self-esteem shows you how much you truly value yourself. Healthy self-esteem leads to independence, happiness, flexibility, the ability to adapt easily to change, cooperation and a positive outlook on any situation. Unhealthy or low self-esteem, on the other hand, leads only to irrational thoughts, unhappiness, fear of the new, rigidity, defensiveness and a negative outlook on life in general. How we see ourselves has a lot to do with how others see us. If we are happy, smiling and full of confidence, then others see us as someone they want to be around. If we respect ourselves and portray this, then others will respect you too. After all, how can you ask for respect from others if you don't even respect yourself? So finding and developing your self-worth is all about developing your self-esteem. So let's take a look at esteem. High self-esteem. If you have a high self-esteem, you will see certain traits in yourself and how you see yourself. Traits linked with a high self-esteem or self-worth are: you are secure about who you are and have confidence in your abilities. You allow yourself to show your true feelings to others. You don't have intimacy problems in relationships. You are able to recognize and take pride in yourself for your achievements in life. You are easily able to forgive yourself for mistakes and also forgive others. Low self-esteem. Similarly, if you have problems with self-worth or low self-esteem, then you will follow a certain pattern in your thoughts and ways. If you have problems with low self-esteem, then you will see the following points in yourself: you lack belief in yourself and are very insecure. You have problems showing and accepting intimacy in relationships. You never let your true feelings show. You never recognize and give yourself credit for your accomplishments. You have the inability to forgive yourself or others. You resist change at every opportunity. Developing your self-worth. There are plenty of ways in which you can boost your self-esteem and change to a more positive and healthy outlook about yourself. Here are some tips for developing and boosting your self-worth. Don't take other people's criticism to heart. Instead, listen to what they are saying and learn from it. Take some time out for yourself every day. Meditate, look inside yourself and realize all your good points and imagine changing your bad ones into more positive. Celebrate and pride yourself on even the smallest achievements that you accomplish. Do something every day that you enjoy, such as taking a walk in the sunshine or soaking in a bubble bath. Never deprive yourself of something you enjoy. If you know you shouldn't be doing it, then do it anyway and stop chastising yourself about it. Talk positively to yourself, repeat affirmations to chase away all of the negative thoughts and feelings. The benefits of using positive self-talk. One of the biggest influences that we can use to our advantage in life is oneself. In particular, we can use our thoughts because they influence our feelings and therefore can have a profound effect on how we deal with life in general. By learning to control our self-talk and turning it into positive self-talk rather than negative, which most people do unconsciously throughout the day, you can begin to gain more control over every aspect of your life and make essential changes. Your ability to succeed in life largely depends on how you deal with life. A positive mental attitude leads to a confident and ultimately more successful person than one full of negativity, which leads to a lack of self-confidence and low self-esteem. By taking a positive attitude, you look at life in a different way to one of negativity. A positive attitude leads to seeing good in people and the world, which leads to optimism and success. Your quality of life is based on how you think and feel from moment to moment, and changing the way you think can drastically change how you see life and deal with life. The person who goes through life optimistically with a positive attitude is better able to deal with life and the problems which it sometimes throws at us. They are able to bounce back and recover from problems or setbacks in life. The optimistic person will see the problem for what it is, nothing but a temporary setback which they can overcome and move on. When looking at life in this optimistic way, the person is able to take full control over their thoughts and feelings and turn a negative situation into a more positive one by simply altering the way they think. Since thoughts can either be positive or negative and you can only have one thought in mind at any one time, then choosing positive will keep your thoughts, feelings and actions optimistic, which leads to a happier person who is able to achieve their goals much easier. Using positive self-talk in your daily life. You should use positive self-talk throughout the day in order to establish a new thinking pattern. You will probably have established a pattern of negative thinking for many years, and this will take time to overcome. To start with, you should aim to repeat positive self-talk around 50 times throughout the day. This can be achieved by repeating positive statements quietly to yourself or out aloud. Positive self-talk can be used for many different aspects in your life. It can help you to overcome difficult situations, gain more confidence in yourself, help you to quit habits, recover quicker from illness, or make changes to your life in general. Popular phrases or sentences that can be used in positive self-talk include: I have an interesting challenge facing me. This could be used when a problem occurs in life or there is some difficulty. Rather than looking at the situation in a negative way and thinking I have a problem, thinking of it as a challenge is a much more positive way of dealing with it. I like the person I am. This could be used to bolster self-confidence and gain respect about yourself and the person you are. Similar statements could be: I am the best, I am a good person, or I have many excellent qualities. I know I can do this. This could be used if you are faced with a certain task that you would previously doubt yourself capable of conquering. Similarly, you could say, I have the ability to conquer this, or this doesn't pose a problem for me. I am full of health, energy and vitality. This can be used to encourage good feelings about your health either after you have been sick or while recovering from an illness. I am fulfilled as a person. This can be used to encourage good general positive thoughts about yourself and the world in which you live. How positive affirmations can change your life. Having a positive attitude is the key to being happy and leading a successful life. Our thoughts play a huge role in how we feel, and positive thinking leads to a confident person happy in life, while negativity leads to low self-esteem and you missing out on so much in life. We so often talk ourselves out of things without even realizing we are doing so. Every day hundreds of negative thoughts drift freely through our mind. We put ourselves down too much and sow the seeds of doubt. There is a small simple tool that you can use throughout the day to help to change these negative thoughts and instill a more positive way of thinking. Using daily positive affirmations can change your life drastically for the better. They can make you more confident, more aware, more sure of yourself, and change your life in many more aspects for the better. What are positive affirmations? Positive affirmations can be used throughout the day, anywhere and at any time you need them. The more you use them, the easier positive thoughts will take over negative ones, and you will see benefits happening in your life. An affirmation is a simple technique that is used to change negative self-talk that we are rarely even aware of doing, into looking at your life with a more positive attitude. Most of us have for many years bombarded ourselves with negative thoughts, so changing your thoughts and the way you think won't happen overnight, but if you stick with affirmations they will work once you have retrained your way of thinking. There are many different affirmation techniques for dealing with different situations in life, and the most popular and successful are listed below. The mirror technique. This technique helps you to appreciate yourself and develop self-awareness and self-esteem. You should stand in front of a mirror, preferably a full-length one in either just your underwear or better still naked. Start at your head and working down your body. Say out loud what it is you like about areas of your body. For example, you could say, I like the way my hair shines, the slight differences in color where the light hits it, or my eyes are a lovely shade of underscore. They sparkle and glint. My eyes are a wonderful feature. Take the time and go slowly over all your body, building up a more positive image of yourself. The anywhere technique. This technique can be used anywhere and whenever you catch yourself thinking a negative thought. When you realize you are having a negative thought, think of yourself turning down a volume knob inside your head so that you turn it down low enough so as not to hear it any longer. Then think a positive affirmation to replace the negative and turn the volume back up, repeating it to yourself. The trash can technique. If you have negative thoughts, write them down on a scrap of paper, screw the paper up into a ball and throw it into the trash can. By doing this, you are telling yourself these thoughts are nothing but rubbish and that's where they belong. The meditation technique. Find somewhere quiet where you are able to relax for 5 or 10 minutes. Close your eyes and let your mind empty of all thoughts and feelings. Begin to repeat your affirmation to yourself over and over again while concentrating on the words you are repeating and believe in what you are saying. Chapter 2. It's all in our mind. Focusing the mind on the positive. We all go through some tough times in life. That's just life. It can't always be a bed of roses. However, life is what you make it, and by staying positive through the bad times as well as the good can make all the difference and gets you through the tough times with a smile. But the big question is, how do you stay positive when things get tough? Staying upbeat at times like this is the last thing on your mind, but it should be the first. You need to think positively now more than ever. The key to staying positive is to take your mind off your problems and worries and re-energizing your mind. This is especially true when you are having a bad day and you feel sorry for yourself and want to sit down and cry. Here are some excellent tips for keeping a positive outlook in life no matter what's going around you. If you find yourself around those who are negative, then break free from them. Negativity has a way of passing from person to person and they will drag you down with them. Don't sit in front of the TV for hours at a time. The news is depressing, cop shops feature violence and death, and negativity in some form is found on almost every show. If you do watch TV, go for the more positive programs such as a nature documentary showing the wonderful world in all its glory, or a comedy. Spend as much time as you can with your family and loved ones. Do something together which you all enjoy and aim to have a family night at least once a week where you can spend quality time together. In times when you are feeling particularly low and negativity starts to creep in, listen to a motivational CD or repeat positive affirmations to yourself to bring back a positive attitude. Take time out each day to just do something that you enjoy doing that doesn't require you to make choices or decisions, something which relaxes you to the fullest. Try doing something that you wouldn't normally do, something that is totally unlike you and out of character. Take up a new hobby or sport that you would never have dreamed of doing. Get some exercise. This could be something as simply taking a walk in the fresh air and is totally free, or go to the gym or taking part in activities such as yoga. Set yourself goals in order to get ahead, and when you accomplish a goal, give yourself a small reward for doing so. Learn techniques that allow you to bring your attention and focus back to the task on hand quickly. Use affirmations throughout the day to instill self-confidence and positive thoughts and feelings. Always look for the best in bad situations. While things might not be what we expect, if you look hard enough you may find they are not as bad as they seem to be. Remember that the situation won't last forever. This is only a temporary stage you are going through and it will get better. The sky is your limit. You can accomplish anything you set your mind to. The sky really is your limit, and providing you follow a few simple steps, you are able to accomplish anything in life. The key to success is being absolutely committed to achieving what it is you want. Set your mind to taking whatever steps needed to accomplish what you want, and you change your approach and stick with this new approach until you achieve what you want. The steps are relatively easy to follow and changes can be made easily to determine your success in anything that you want to achieve in life. Let's take a closer look at the above steps. Commitment. You should take positive action and decide exactly what it is you wish to achieve in life and set your goal. Once you have set your mind on what you want, you should go into it with utter conviction and commitment. When you are planning and setting out your goal, you have to have firm conviction that you will achieve your goal whatever it takes. You should visualize your goal from beginning to end and see yourself achieving whatever it is you set out to. Take whatever steps are needed. Once you have decided to go for it and have made the commitment, then the next step is to start taking action towards reaching your goal. Taking the first step is actually the hardest part because it means going out there and actually doing something. Thinking about what it is you have to do is the easy part, as is saying you are committed to doing, but doing means facing the unknown and putting your plan into action, and this stage is very often where most people fail, because fear stops us from moving forward. Sticking with it when you have made the commitment and taken the plunge into making your dream or goal a reality, you have to have perseverance and be willing to change your approach until you finally reach your desired goal. Depending on what it is that you set out to do, this could take some time, but it is essential that you stay as committed to seeing the project through as when you first started out. It can help to keep a journal of your project from start to finish. This way you are able to see how far you have come and keep your mind focused on the outcome you wish to achieve. Life has many unexpected quirks and can throw anything at us, so it is important that you continue pushing yourself through any unexpected hard times continually onwards towards your goal. Once again, fear is the main problem and the biggest reason why most people fail to achieve and give up what they set out to do. If you give in to fear, it will only continue to put bigger blocks in your way until eventually it overcomes you and you give in. The sky really is your limit if you set out to accomplish with perseverance and determination to overcome anything that is thrown into your path. How to develop your creative side. Everyone has a creative side, although sometimes it is hidden and does not come to the surface quite as quickly as it does to others. However, you can develop creativity by digging deep and practicing, searching for your creative side and bringing it to the forefront. Here are some top tips for helping you to draw out your creative side and expand on your creativity. Create lists. You can expand your creativity greatly and get that side working by making up a list whenever you have a problem which needs some creative thinking. List down as many ideas as you possibly can for solutions and let your creativity flow. Make changes in your life. Sometimes we can get a creative block if we are stuck in a rut. Make some changes to your daily life to get the channels flowing again. Work on the bad ideas. Even if you are only coming up with bad ideas, you are still being creative, so work on the bad ones and develop them. Who's to say it is a bad idea anyway? It could turn into a great idea and solution to your problems. Working in a group and brainstorming together is a great way to develop creativity. Challenge yourself and others. If you challenge yourself by telling yourself you can't do something the way you always have done it, you will then have to think of new ways to get around the problem, which can lead to some very creative suggestions. Doodle. If you are stuck for ideas to a solution, then keep a pen and paper handy and let your imagination clear and doodle ideas on the paper. It's surprising what you will come up with if you free your mind this way. Encourage the thinking side of your brain. The right side of your brain is where the creativity starts, so give it a jolt and wake it up by activating using the left side. Try breathing out using only your left nostril a few times. Hire a life coach. If you feel your creativity is truly depleted, then consider hiring a life coach to help you find it. A life coach can help you to establish the areas where your creativity is lacking and work with you to strengthen it. Think like a child. Let go of all your adult obligations, stresses, strains and worries and go back to your childhood. Children have the best imaginations and their creativity knows no bounds. Think like a child when you are stuck for creative ideas, and they will soon flow freely once again. Relaxed creativity can often become depleted if we are under great stress. Learning a relaxation technique not only makes you feel better, but can help to clear your mind, give you a fresh start and get your creative side flowing again. Use some mind games. Keep a few mind games to hand, such as logic puzzles. By taking your mind off your problem and solving a puzzle, you are using your brain, and using your brain leads to positive and creative thinking. Creativity tips and resources. Everyone can benefit from creativity in their lives. You can use creativity to help with work projects, goal setting, home and family management, and a whole lot more. To help with all of your home and work projects, here are 10 tips to improve your creativity. 1. Stay healthy. Find an exercise routine that you enjoy and stick to it. Change it when you want to, but keep doing some sort of exercise. Sleep well. Eat a variety of healthy foods. Meditation or something you like to do to relax can help you keep your mind focused. 2. Explore new things. We do so many things without thinking about them. These things become our daily routines, the mundane and boring. Try something new. It can be something as little as taking a different route to work, or something like taking up a new class in something you have always wanted to learn. 3. Start thinking like Curious George. Ask yourself questions about everything you see, hear and read. Why? How? What if? Find out the answers to your questions. You can also keep a curious journal and track all of your findings. 4. Read a new book. Choose one that you wouldn't normally choose. Pick one up at the library. If you have always preferred reading non-fiction, pick up a fiction book. There are so many interesting books to read and so many different genres to choose from. Your librarian will be happy to help you explore new books. 5. Act like a kid. Children are so carefree, honest and fun. Think about what you used to do for fun as a child. Paint a picture, take out those charcoals, get some finger paints, go to your local amusement park, anything that a kid would do. And have fun. 6. Everyone needs a little me time. Take some time every day to just relax. You can use meditation if you like to meditate. Don't make any plans, pay any bills, nothing. Just do nothing for a little while. 7. What if? What if the end of the world was tomorrow? What if you did go to college for business? What if aliens were real? What if there is an afterlife? Make up your own what if questions and just see where your brain takes you. 8. Never assume anything. Assuming anything always gets someone in trouble. You might assume that your boss is a jerk. What if he just doesn't like his life and takes it out on his employees? You might assume that the person who cut you off this morning was inconsiderate. What if they were rushing their child to the hospital? 9. Write about you. Who are you? What kind of person are you? Where have you been in your life? When are the most important things in your life? Why do you do things the way you do? How do you live your life each day? 10. Have conversations with people. Listen closely to what they have to say instead of waiting for your turn to speak. What must it be like to be this person? Imagine how they live and think. Listen to your inner thoughts. We all have feelings about things that happen in life. They might be discouraging thoughts and feelings, or they could be positive ones. An easy example of listening to your inner thoughts is trying on a dress for a special night out. You put the dress on and look in the mirror. You automatically think, wow, I look great, or shake your head and choose another outfit. This is the simplest form of listening to your inner thoughts or intuition when it comes to making the best decision. However, we can put our inner thoughts to many good uses in our day-to-day living if we open up and tune into them. Our inner thoughts can help us to succeed in life, become more confident and live a happier, more productive and fulfilling life. You are the most valuable resource that you have in life when it comes to making the right choices and the right decisions. You automatically know if something's right or wrong and how to achieve the best results simply by going along with your own intuition, and it very rarely lets us down. Channeling into your intuition is easy, and here are some simple ways you can start using it. Start off the easiest way: developing your intuition by using it to make choices for less important decisions. Examples could be choosing what you want for dinner or which movie or restaurant to go to. You will find it easier to tune into yourself and your inner thoughts when it is quiet, so choose a room where you know you won't be disturbed when it comes to making important choices and decisions. A good technique to use is to close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths, focus entirely on the question or task at hand and see what immediately comes to mind. Be willing to admit that you might make mistakes when listening to your intuition. While your intuition is usually right, you might misinterpret your inner thoughts that can lead to making a mistake. However, you should learn by the mistakes you make and continue developing and strengthening your inner guidance. When letting your inner guidance come through, don't confuse matters by trying too hard or swaying the answer one way or another. Chances are if you are leaning towards going in one direction, then you already have the answer. Following the above is the easiest way to get your inner guidance to start surfacing when you need it. The more you turn to it and use it, the easier it will become. As the cartoon character, Jiminy Cricket, sang to his friend Pinocchio, always let your conscience be your guide. The same applies in real life. Follow your heart, your inner thoughts and feelings, and you will never go far wrong. It is only when we begin to lose faith and doubt ourselves that we become unstuck and indecisive, and this leads us in the wrong direction or at a standstill. Mental imagery works. One of the most powerful and inspirational tools which can be used daily is something which every one of us possesses: our very own imagination. Your own thoughts, insights, ideas and intuition can be used in your daily life to make positive changes for the better in any aspect of your life. Everyone has an imagination, although some of us have a more vivid one that springs to life quicker than others do, but with a little practice, we can all form imagery in our mind to benefit us. Using the imagination as a tool. How you use your imagination to benefit you in your daily life is only limited by you. You can use your imagination to visualize any number of things and use it for almost any situation. Visualization works by forming a positive picture of the outcome of a situation and seeing this positive outcome in your mind as though it's happening and letting it replace any negative thoughts you had. You must develop the visualization as much as you can and look at it from all angles and perspectives. The mental picture which you build in your mind must be as clear as possible of how you wish the situation to turn out. Think of your imagination and the mental picture you build as a blueprint for developing and building on, just as an architect uses a blueprint when designing a project from start to finish. The foundations start by laying out the foundations of your idea or what it is you wish to change in your mind and slowly build up from the bottom, clearly visualizing every little nook and cranny of the idea. The foundation work behind your idea is the basis for your success. When laying down the foundations, think about the following: what is it exactly that I want to achieve or change? What difference will this make to make? Can I achieve what I want on my own? What do I have to change in my life to accomplish this? What do I have to learn to accomplish this? Once you have laid the foundations for whatever it is you wish to change in your life, then you can go ahead and build up on your plan. Visualize the project every step of the way as clearly as possible, and seeing the project from start to finish build in your mind as accurately as possible. When you have the visualization completed in your mind, then you can take steps to achieve what it is you desire. If you wish, you can then note down the steps you took in your mind in writing to achieve the outcome, and follow these through from start to finish. The key points to using mental imagery successfully for any aspect of your life are focusing your imagination on one idea, forming as clear a mental picture or image of the idea and outcome in your mind, building up the idea from the foundations to completion, successfully executing your plan, taking care of your mental health in order to live a happier, healthier life. You should take care of more than your physical health by way of dieting and exercising. You should also take care of your mental health. Only by having a complete system of healthy living can you be a healthy person. While exercise is important for your body, it is also important for your mind. Stress comes to all of us in some form or other, with worries about finances, job security, responsibilities and relationships all taking their toll on our mental health. Stress is one of the biggest factors to disrupting our mental health and ultimately our well-being. It is as important to reduce stress in your life as it is to reduce your fat, sugar and calorie intake to remain healthy. There are many ways which we can take care of our mental health and eliminate some of the stress from our day. Some of the steps you can take to remain stress-free include: learn to manage your day and time better by setting out realistic goals, which you can manage to meet every day. Learn how to utilize your time more efficiently throughout the day by focusing and completing one task at a time before moving on to another. Remain flexible in your thinking when it comes to completing tasks. If you cannot accomplish them the way you had planned, then do it another way. Take small breaks throughout the day. These will give you time to clear your head and get back on track and stay focused on the task at hand. Admit that you are only human and you cannot do everything. Admit when you need a little help and don't be afraid to ask for that help should you need it. Learn when to say no. While we all like to do favors, we can sometimes take too much onto our plates, and when this happens we cannot manage to fit everything in and stress sets in. Never try to overexert your body. You can only do so much in a day. By trying to push yourself continually beyond your limits will stress your body and mind. Learn to recognize when you are starting to get stressed and take immediate action to relieve that stress. Learn techniques which you can quickly eliminate stress. There are a wide range of techniques which you can use, with some working better than others and giving you better results. Techniques such as breathing exercises and visualization are very effective measure which can be used to quickly ease stress and let you refocus. Positive affirmations can help you deal with stress effectively. A positive mind with positive thoughts is a healthier mind and one to stress less eagerly. Always make time for some quiet time to just relax and do something you enjoy, and don't feel guilty for taking this time out. End part 1. Please continue to part 2.